Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite products from the month of January. So not necessarily products that I purchased in January, but products that I found myself reaching for a lot. Just products that I loved and that I feel like I need to share with you guys. So I'm kind of covering everything from wellness to beauty, no style type items today, but we've got kind of like food and beauty, even a home item, so a good variety. So let's get right into this. So let's start with this creamer. This has been definitely one of my husband and I's favorite coffee creamers, but I also love it for like doing lattes, tea, that sort of thing. And it's the SoDelicious French Vanilla Organic Creamer made from coconut milk. It's basically just water, coconut cream, cane sugar, organic cane sugar, natural flavor, and like a thickener. So nothing too crazy. But what I love about this is it's sweet, it's flavorful, but not overly so. I don't like the super sweet creamers where that's like all I can taste in my coffee. I feel like I want creamers to add a little bit of flavor, but I want them to like blend in really well. I also tend to drink decaf, which isn't as bitter. So again, I don't want something super sweet because it's gonna overpower the coffee. So we've been loving this one. I also love that it comes in a big size because otherwise we can go through it pretty quickly. And yes, this one foams up super well, which is another reason I love it. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about it. But it's been a really great creamer, definitely one of my favorites and was my go-to in January. And I will definitely repurchase it. Next, let's do a beauty item. So I think I shared this in my 2019 favorites, but I feel like I had to mention it again because I mean, I used it every day in January and I still like really love this oil serum. This is by Malin and Goetz and it's the Recovery Treatment Oil. I have paint on my hand. And it's fragrance free. There's essential oils in there. I can't tell you the ingredients list because it's not on here. I got this in a cause box last year, so it wasn't something that like I purchased individually, but it was a very nice surprise. I think it does retail for like $85, so it's a little bit on the pricier side. The thing I love about this is that it absorbs really well and it absorbs really quickly. It does have oils in it, but it's not a really heavy oily serum, so if that's what you don't like, give this one a try. I like a heavier one in the evening, but I've been using this in the morning because it absorbs quickly. I can still put on my makeup right after. I feel like my makeup sits really beautifully on top of this. And I also love the way it smells. It's like slightly peppermint, but not super strong. Just a really great product that like I look forward to using. Next, we have a concealer that I have been loving. I knew concealer is something that I wear pretty much daily, and I didn't really have like a real clean beauty type concealer, and so I knew that was something that I wanted to add in. So even though I do still have other concealers that I am working on using up, this is definitely like my new favorite. This is by Hynt Beauty. Unfortunately, I know you can't really see it. Unfortunately, it did say Hynt on here, and it wears off really quickly. But it looks like this, and you can apply it with your fingers, you can use a brush. I love this product. I feel like your fingertips work really well because it helps warm up the product. It has a very creamy feel to it, almost like using like a stick foundation or something. I use it under my eyes, but it also covers blemishes really well, so I love that it does both. It's not a brightening concealer, so it's not gonna brighten under your eyes, but I feel like it blends into the skin so well. It looks so natural, does not dry me out. I will say, like, if you have very dry patches, it will cling to it a bit, but I haven't found a concealer that doesn't do that, but I was able to clear up those dry spots that I had, so now I don't have that problem. This is also a great option if you don't like to wear foundation or you like to wear a light foundation and then use a concealer to kind of add extra, extra coverage where you need it. It is cruelty free. I think it's vegan because I don't see beeswax listed here. Nope, but it does have like some different oils and stuff in there, and yeah, super happy with that. Another item I have been loving, and I'm sorry if you can hear my kids in the background, but mom life, are these Stasher bags. I have been wanting to try Stasher reusable bags for a while because I hadn't really been happy with the other brands that I had tried as far as like silicone ones go. So then Amazon had a sale, and so I grabbed 2 of the sandwich size, which are these, and they are quite big. I mean, you can fit a pretty big sandwich in there. And then I also grabbed the larger size, and the larger one I use to freeze bananas because I always have frozen bananas in my freezer for smoothies, and it's amazing. It's so good in the freezer. It doesn't get any of that like frost burn type thing, you know, nothing gets into the bananas. They're really strong. When I was using Ziploc bags before in the freezer, sometimes they would end up ripping, so I could only reuse them so much. These are easy to clean. I haven't had any problems with washing them. And what I really love about these, and what I feel like sets them apart from other companies, besides how durable they feel, and I hear these last like years and years and years, is the kind of Ziploc type feature up top, because it's super easy to close. And once it's closed, like it is sealed. Like I said, like no air is gonna get in there. It seals so well. And then it has it like longer on one side than the other, so it does make it a little bit easier to open. It's a little bit challenging for my kids to open and close, but I mean, I'd rather it close really well than be too flimsy. And you know, I've washed these, I washed them by hand, and they haven't warped at all, because another brand I had, that's what happened. These started to curl, and they became like impossible to try and close. So I've been super happy with these. I definitely plan on getting some more. I definitely want to get some of the snack size, because sometimes I might put like pretzels or something in here for the kids, but if they're not sharing, it's kind of big. So I think getting some smaller sizes would be really great. And they have all different sizes. And I wanted to make sure I mentioned this product because they do cost a little bit more than some of the competitors. And I know there are like some knockoffs on Amazon and stuff that I haven't tried. But honestly, I feel like these are worth the money, and you're gonna get so much use out of them and have them for years and years. So if the price of it has been kind of scaring you off, it's worth it. Next, we have another beauty product that I've been using. This is a vitamin E oil, and this is from the brand Kate Blanc Cosmetics. And this is actually a brand that you can find on Amazon. I don't buy a lot of beauty products on Amazon because I feel like the quality is kind of hit or miss. And there's a lot of products from like overseas where they don't really share all the ingredients, or it's hard to know. I don't know. I just feel like it can be a little bit shady buying beauty products on Amazon. But this felt like a really great brand. And I have another product by them I'll show you as well. So this is the vitamin E oil, just pure vitamin E. And I got this because I was having a lot of redness in my skin, and I also have a really hard time with like acne scarring. I've never had like really bad acne in my life, but for whatever reason, it's like any sort of blemish that I have. I mean, I have a habit of picking at things, but even if I don't, it's like they just don't fade away quickly, and I'm left with these marks, mostly all in this area. And like my makeup generally doesn't completely cover them, which is fine. But I wanted to add in vitamin E to kind of address some of that. And so this is like using honey. Like it's a very thick, sticky texture type thing. So you generally want to mix it with a carrier oil. What I've been doing is just adding 1 to 2 drops, not even a full pump, to a serum that I already use. And then it mixes into that really well. It's so hydrating. And you guys, I've only been using this for like a few weeks, and huge difference in my skin. Like the extra redness that I was having is gone. And yeah, it's amazing. So I've been using it for that. And then I also the other day made like a homemade belly butter type thing, belly balm. I mean, you can use it anywhere on your skin, but it's kind of meant for like targeting stretch mark areas and that sort of thing when you're pregnant. I am gonna post that on my blog. If it's up before I post this video, I'll make sure to put the link down there. Otherwise, I'll add it. But vitamin E is just great for any sort of scarring. It's also, I mean, it says on here, wrinkles, great for any sort of dryness. So I've been super happy with that. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but I want to say it was under 20. So it was a very affordable option. And because this is just a pure vitamin E oil, like it's gonna last you a long time. So if you're not looking for like a new serum, this is a great thing that you could just add into what you already use. So another product from the same company, the Keep Blanc Cosmetics. Again, got it on Amazon. This one I think is under $10. And this is castor oil. So this is certified organic, it's cold pressed, hexane free, so a good quality castor oil. And it also comes with these two little brushes. You can see those, kind of like a mascara wand and almost like an eyeliner type wand. Because this is super great for your lashes and your brows, which is why I purchased it. I've used lash and brow like growth type serums before, noticed a difference, but not enough to really justify paying for it. And often they did cause some irritation. Sometimes it was just making my eyes kind of itchy, but it was enough that I didn't like look forward to using the product and then wasn't as good about using it every day. Whereas this, I love using it. It doesn't cause any irritation. I can apply it really thick and it absorbs into the skin. It does take some time, so I don't use it in the mornings. I only use it in the evenings, and you'll have very like glossy brows for like an hour, but I've noticed such a difference. I have so much more new growth. My lashes are thicker, longer, stronger. And that was like the one thing that the lash serums weren't doing for me. Yes, I would see like some new growth. I mean, obviously we're always growing new lashes and brow hairs, but I had certain like patchy spots where it was really hard to grow new ones. And with the lash serums, I felt like I would see growth, but it wouldn't really last, you know? Like my lashes have been so sensitive for years that, you know, if I rub them or whatever it is, it's like I lose lashes really easily. But ever since I started using this at the beginning of January, I have not lost, I mean, I'm not gonna say I haven't lost any lashes because it's normal to shed eyelashes, but I can tell my eyelashes are stronger. They're looking the best they have looked in like 10 years. And I'm so grateful because it's something that I've always been quite self-conscious about. And I'm excited that's growing my brows in. Like under here, I have a lot of new growth. And yeah, I'm just super happy. I've never wanted to do like eyelash extensions. I've definitely looked into microblading. You okay now? Okay. Anyway, I really can't say enough good things about this. I mean, for under $10, and this is another thing, like this is a pure castor oil. You're probably not gonna get through this whole thing on just your brows and your lashes like before it goes rancid, because oils eventually go rancid. So there are other ways you can use castor oil. You can use it in your hair. I mean, you can use it on your skin. I think I'm gonna make my own oil cleansing blend because I kind of have been wanting to do oil cleansing again. I used to do it. And so you can mix this with other oils to do that. You can do castor oil packs. So there are different ways to use this product so that you do use it up. But again, it's super affordable. So it's not like you're gonna be wasting very much money. I'm gonna link another video below that a YouTuber did on castor oil versus a lash food. And spoiler, but she prefers the castor oil. And I honestly, like, I agree with her. I think don't waste the money on other products, you know, unless you're getting like a prescription or something. I think castor oil works just as well. So I would go with that. Another beauty product I've really been enjoying is this R+Co Shine and Texture Spray. Now this does have fragrance in it, and I normally prefer to avoid fragrance, but I did get it in my Kinder Beauty box in January, I guess. And they choose items that are vegan, cruelty-free, and clean. And I actually reached out to them and asked about the fragrance, and they said they don't avoid it completely, but they look into like how much is in the product, you know, how was it sourced, and that sort of thing. And they felt comfortable with including this product. So again, I prefer to just avoid fragrance, but I know if it's in a few things that I use now and then, because I don't necessarily use this every day, that's fine. I don't think that's gonna have a negative impact on my health. I think it's when it's in like 80% of the things you're using, whether it's makeup or skincare or hair care or cleaning products, candles, that adds up. You know, I think when it's in all of those things and you're using it every day, that yeah, that might do some harm to your health. So that said, I love this stuff, and I am not new to using texture sprays. They're one of my favorite products to use because I have naturally wavy hair that's very thick, And so I can kind of go for a somewhat natural, effortless looking style by using a texture spray in it. And I just feel like this one's not too heavy, so I can use it and not feel like I have to wash my hair the next day, which is great because I only like to wash my hair once a week. It does smell because it has fragrance in it. So I don't love that. I mean, it just smells like just your basic like hairspray type product when you use it. Has that kind of perfume smell to it. But again, I really have been so happy with this product, and I have heard good things about other products from this brand, like their lift powder as well. So definitely something to check out. I haven't decided if I will purchase it again or purchase the full-size product after. I definitely want to see what else is out there for fragrance-free texture sprays, but if you're looking for one and you're okay with a little bit of fragrance in it, that is a really great one. 2 more items to show you guys that I loved in January. One is this matcha powder. I'm not very good at this. I love matcha powders. I look for ceremonial grade, I look for ones from Japan, and you want them to be a bright green color. So I've been having matcha for years. Someone had gifted me some matcha like a year ago, but I hadn't used up my current one. So I hadn't opened the package until a few months ago, and it was no longer bright green. I assume it used to be. So, you know, it still tasted fine. It's just that it lost a lot of those antioxidants that matcha is known for. So I decided to purchase this one. Ooh, let's not open it, okay? And this is, what is this brand? Aya? I got this from a Publix, which is a grocery store I like to shop at out here. And yeah, I mean, if you've had matcha before, then there's not like a whole lot to say about it other than it's just a really great, smooth tasting matcha. I don't feel like I have to add like a ton of sweetener to it. It blends well. I've just been really happy with it and may very well repurchase this one. Another brand that I love that I know you can get on Amazon, you might be able to get this on Amazon, I'm not sure. Also, this is also non-GMO. But another brand that I enjoy is My Matcha. So that's one you could look for as well. Last item I'm going to show you guys, and this is not wellness, it doesn't really fall into clean beauty, but it is a makeup product that I have been loving, and I thought I gotta mention this because I really do love it so much. And this is the NYX Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner, and I think this is the color Emerald, and I got this at Target. They kind of range from like $4 to $8, I've noticed, depending on what color you get. This one is one that you would sharpen. They do also have ones that you twist up, and honestly, like, they're very similar. I have one of each right now and I enjoy both. I just chose this one because this color is like amazing and it's so much fun to wear. So is this really a clean beauty product? No, not really. The brand itself is cruelty free, but their parent company, the company that owns them, is not. So I don't buy from brands like that often, and when I do, like, I'm being kind of specific about it. And so I knew I wanted to add in some colored eyeliners. I'm having so much fun with them lately. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. As far as clean, like really clean beauty brands, I didn't feel like there were a lot of options out there. I did look at Glossier, which I don't know, I wouldn't really say they're like a super clean brand either. But you have to pay quite a bit more for those. So it kind of came down to like this, Sephora, and Ulta. Sephora, their brand is not cruelty free, so I had originally purchased that and then realized they weren't cruelty free, so I actually returned them. The Ulta one, they are cruelty free, but they had kind of a few questionable ingredients. Can you back up a little bit? The Ulta ones just had some kind of questionable ingredients that I was like, I don't really want to use that if I can find something else. So for me, it kind of came down to this NYX one and the Ulta one, and overall I felt like the ingredients were a little bit better in this, and so I chose to buy from them even though the parent company tests. It's just what felt right to me, and I'm not about trying to be like perfect with my makeup. Again, just like I think having fragrance in the odd thing is not gonna like ruin you, I feel the same way about, you know, certain ingredients in makeup, that sort of thing. For me, it's not like all or nothing. I don't need to be perfect about it. It's just doing what feels kind of good to me. And I didn't want to spend a ton on this because, yes, I'm very into it right now, but it's not a product I use all the time, not every day, and eventually I might not be as into it. So these go on super, super smooth. So they're easy to apply, they're very opaque, so you only need like one line of it. What I love this one for is doing like a little green cat eye or just a green strip up top. It just gives you this awesome pop of color. It's hard there you kind of go. You can kind of see. It's gorgeous. It doesn't, I mean, it's shiny, but it's not like super shimmery. It's just that it's not totally matte. And these stay put really well. I gotta mention that because I did try out some other ones, the ColourPop ones. They have a liquid one that comes in lots of fun colors, but I felt like it just rubbed right off when I tried it on my hand. Whereas these ones really do stay put very well, and they don't seem to move around. You know, once I put it on, it stays all day. So had to mention those because I do love them. They're so much fun. I ordered another color the other day, so. So that's it for my January favorites. Let me know in the comments what some of your favorite products were in January, because I always love hearing what other people are enjoying. And thanks for watching, you guys.